What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. I'm going to do a Bitcoin update real quick. Um, First of all, guys, I have launched a private Discord group about 2 weeks ago. If you guys have interest in joining that channel, I will put a link below. I've got a free 2-week trial to anybody interested. So check that out. It's risk-free for 2 weeks. You can get in. If you don't like the content inside, you can get out. No big deal. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I do this for entertainment and educational purposes only. Let's hop into Bitcoin. All right. So I'm going to start off on a macro view of Bitcoin, and then I'm really going to get into the weeds on the micro view. So stick with it, and you guys will see my exact analysis of where I think this is going and how I think it's going to get there. So ultimately, I'm viewing Bitcoin here as a 1, 2, 3. Top was in on the 3 wave at 65,000 roughly. And then this entire structure here, I am actually looking at as a B, C, and we will have a 5-wave structure down, potentially a 3-wave structure down, but as of right now, I'm viewing it as a 5-wave to create our 4, and then we'll have a 5th wave up, in my opinion, to anywhere from $209,000 to $290,000. That is not a technical Elliott wave 5th wave target as far as Fibonacci is concerned. That's just my personal bias based on cycles, and I believe we will have a parabolic blow off top in this 5th wave. A typical Elliott wave 5th wave structure at this point would more than likely end at minimum around 105, 110,000, but I believe we will shoot past that, and I believe we will be at 200 to 290,000. So that corrective structure, let's zoom in. As of right now, this corrective structure looks like this to me. It looks like a WXY here to create your A leg or your W, and then an ABC up to create your B. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to create your C. I've got this C wave going to about 35,500 as of right now. That would be a running flat ABC correction. We could, if that 35K does not hold, we could have a regular flat, which would take us down to around 30,000, or we could have an expanded flat, which I don't show on here, which could take us down to around 22,000. So those are the scenarios, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that this count is the bottom, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with our final C wave being at $35,500. All right, so let's dig into the 2 scenarios I see currently on a micro time frame. So I've got a 1, 2, 3, 4 complete, the 4 being a WXY, and then us being on our final 5th wave down, our macro 5 is what I'm going to refer that to, which means this entire structure. So this white Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, I believe will take us down to 38,000 or so, and then a 4 up to 42, 44,000, and then a final 5 down, which is this Roman numeral here, to 35,500. That is the macro 5 wave, and I have got it broken down like this. So this is scenario number 1 that I'm seeing, that we have got our 1, 2 of our macro 5, and then our 1, 2, 3, and ABC 4 potentially being in, and now we are on a 5 wave structure down. If this is a 5-wave structure down to create our macro 3, I'm sorry, our micro 3 of our macro 5, this would be an ending diagonal 5th wave here. I believe this would be an ABC. ABC to create your 1 wave. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. ABC up to create your 2, and then your ABC here to create your 3 wave. And then you would have an ABC to create your 4 wave, and then an ABC down to create your 5th wave, which would bring us down to 38,690-ish, which would complete our micro 3 of our macro 5. So that is scenario and option number 1. Scenario number 2 is that this actual micro 4 wave is a complex WXY similar to this 4 wave here, which this is a macro 4 wave. So this 4 wave of the macro 5 could be a similar pattern, which is a WXY, meaning that we have our 3 wave here. We have an ABC to create a W, an ABC down to create our X, and then an ABC up to create our Y, which could take us to 43,972, which would look something like this. If you guys can see here, I'll change this to red. So that would be a WXY. And then from there, we would have our final impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to create our micro 3 of our macro 5. And then we would have a ABC up 4 wave, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into my eventual final target of around 35,500 to 37,000. That would finish, in my opinion, our macro 4 wave as discussed here. So that would be our macro 4, and then we would be in store for our final 5th wave up of the bullish trend. And after that happens, that's when we have our bear market. So that's the way I see Bitcoin currently from a macro and a micro standpoint. Hope you guys enjoy. See you later.